Today is a really nice day. It's got really good weather. A little bit colder than usual for this time of year, but no problem, at least I won't overheat. And today I'm going to be doing some check nymphing, which is pretty much using just straight nymphs with a nice long leader and no indicator, and just this time I'm just using this coloured line to indicate when to strike. I've got a smallish little bead-headed nymph on point, on the first fly, and then on the very tip on point fly, a slightly larger version. Those are pretty much imitating what the trout are feeding on here, because as you can see, if I just lift up a rock, there we go. Right there's a little mayfly larvae there. Oh, there's a couple of them there on the rocks. There he is on the rod there. That's what I'm imitating with this purple nymph there. Got some tails. So yeah, mayfly larvae. I'm just going to be throwing them into these nice deep holes, letting the nymphs drift down to the bottom and slowly bump along, and if that coloured line I've got on there, coloured nylon, twitches or jumps or stops or tightens or anything like that, anything happens at all, I'll strike at it, and hopefully the fish will be on. So I'm just going to fish as far as I can today, and hopefully I'll get a few fish on camera. Yeah, and I've hooked the first fish, and it's an absolute beauty. First fish? How's that for first fish with the check nymphing? Seriously. It's an absolute monster. I mean, I knew there was big rainbows here, but I didn't know that they were this big, and I didn't certainly not expect to catch it. A big fish for this river's 2 or 3 pound, and I've hooked him in the tail. I think he must have taken the first nymph and then got hooked in the second one. Maybe that's why he fought so hard. It's a really good fish for this river, and definitely for this stretch. Just right in the fin there. And he comes. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. First fish of the day. Look at that tank. Awesome. Oh, it's literally second cast, and I've hooked up again. 2 fish, 2 casts. There he is, just a little rainbow. Sweet. 2 casts, 2 fish, and that's just those 2 little nymphs. The first fish took the little one on the top, and the second fish took this slightly larger one on the bottom. And I'm gonna try and see if I can make it 3 for 3 on camera, because it's quite a deep looking, good looking pool. So I'm basically flicking these 2 nymphs into the head of the pool, just real short little casts, and trying to keep contact with the nymphs as they drift through, and also watching the coloured nylon for any twitching or hesitation or takes, like anything that could be a fish. So I'm standing here in the top, just doing little casts like this, plopping them into the top of the pool, letting them drift through. That's a fish. That's 3rd cast and 3rd fish. See how easy that is? Literally seconds, just drop it into the head of the pool and you got a fish. He's putting up a nice little fight. I'm pretty sure it's a small fish though. Yeah, it's a little rainbow. But I'm not complaining. It's a nice little fish. Now, off he comes. Nice. That means I don't have to touch him. thought that was a fish. There he is. Took long enough, but I got one out of that pool. It's a midget, but it's a brownie. Brownies are my favourite, man. They're so cool. Oh shit! Look at that brownie that followed him in. That's pretty cool. Ha! Got him on camera. Not a bad little brownie on the check nymph method. Out of the top of this nice pool here. And barbless hook just comes out, and there he goes. It's amazing how many times you hook fish on accident, you know. I think this guy took the top nymph. Yeah, he did. Let's have a look at him. Yeah, pretty little brownie. This is the second brownie of the day. And fish number 8 for me so far. Out she comes. Oh, beautiful little brownie. Oh, there was a rainbow. He took it. He's sitting in the shallows here. Come on, come on. There he is. I sight fished to this guy. I saw a little flash of silver at the first take and I missed him. And then the second time I got him straight away. So that's cool. Alright. Off you go. Sweet. There's definitely going to be another one in there. But after every fish, or after you lose fish especially, always check your line and your hooks, make sure it's not frayed or blunt. That's good. Yep, there's one. Nice rainbow by the looks. A bit bigger than the last couple of fish, but still real small. And on the bottom nymph, in that deeper water. Come on, yeah, there we go. Sweet. I'm gonna check nymph this pool and try and pull a fish out on camera. Just got 2 flies on, 2 weighted bead head flies. I want to try and get a cast behind this log, but it's not going to be extremely easy. Yeah, that's pretty good. Hopefully I don't snag up with that. Yep, there's one. No idea what this is or how big. Yeah, it's a nice wee rainbow. I don't know. Now he's fighting. Oh, okay, I might just land him as soon as possible actually. Down here on this bank. There it is. Off it goes. And